Hey, it's Gothy, and I'm doing my June wrap-up for Booktube, for reading and stuff. So, I'm gonna do a little bit differently, because I have a lot of books to haul, and I did some reading. I read 8 books, so not too bad. I'm still sort of in a reading slump, but I'm getting there. So the first book I read was The Uninvited by Liz Jensen, and I did actually have this as a physical paperback, but I've put it into my pile of books that are being put onto Bookswap Australia and onto Bookmooch, just to swap basically. So I don't have it here with me. So it's about so there's this guy, and he works for this company that sort of like not covers up, but he investigates things that happen with their clients. Their clients are usually big businesses. And the first case is a case of sabotage to the business, and so is the second case. But in both instances, the person that's done it has expressed that it wasn't them that did it; it was the other person, like the other people, the other children, inside of them that made them do it, and then they kill themselves. And then kids start acting out. There are some cases where kids kill their grandparents and their parents, and they don't really remember doing so, and it just becomes this huge thing where kids start basically killing adults and roaming around in packs and all sorts of stuff. And my big gripe with it, like, it was interesting, it really was. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, but my big gripe with it was that you don't find out what's going on. Like, the kids start expressing these ideas that they're from another world and stuff like that, but you don't get any answers. So that's my big thing, and it's a standalone, so there's nothing else coming from that. Apart from that, I read, I think, the last 3 novellas in the Bane Chronicles that I hadn't read yet. So that's The Last Stand of the New York Institute, What to Buy the Shadow Hunter Who Has Everything, and The Course of True Love and First Dates. And I have these up on my computer, that's why I keep looking over here. So all of those got 4 out of 5 stars. I think they all did. I think one got 3 out of 5, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, I quite enjoyed the Bane Chronicles. They were like nice and quick to read. And yeah. So the next book I picked up was None of the Above by I.W. Gregorio. I hope I've said that right. And it's about a teenage girl who finds out she has AIS, which makes her intersex. And then cat hair. Okay. And then she finds out. Then the school finds out, and yeah, it was really. I've been looking for more books about like gender expression and stuff like that, and this was really interesting because this was a case where she was medically intersex but was female and was struggling with that identity, and of course, going through high school and stuff. This is fucking seriously. I'm so glad that, in hindsight, my high school years, I mean, they were bad. I got bullied and, treated like shit, and my friends treated me like shit. Friends treated me like shit and all sorts of stuff, but I'm glad I never had anything like this happen to me because, yeah, it would have just pushed me right over the edge. But yeah, it was a really good read. I enjoyed it. It had a positive ending after all the shit that she went through, and yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Next was Half Wild by Sally Green. I can't actually see if you can see this okay or not, so I apologize for that at the moment. 5 out of 5 stars. I'm loving this series, and I'm loving how it's not so much of a, is he good, is he bad, he's sort of like in between, and I'm happy with that because I've been looking for some books that are sort of from the villain's point of view, and you know that are or like an anti-hero sort of thing, and this is filling that very well. Um, I'm really eager for the next one because I want to know what happens, and yeah, I really enjoyed this. I did. I'm loving the series. And then, what else did I read? The Blue Between. Oh, that's down the bottom there. Okay, so I read Moon Called by Patricia Briggs. So I'm enjoying the series. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It's not bad. It doesn't grip me the same way that other paranormal ones have. So yeah, I've got book 2 and 3 as well on my shelf, so I'll read them. I probably won't keep them. I'm probably gonna add this to my book mooch list, and get rid of it as well. But it wasn't bad. I'm happy that there's no like in your face romance. There's like hints at the whole romance thing, but it's not like in your face. Oh my god, I just met this other werewolf and now we're instantly in love and fucking. I'm glad there's none of this in that because that would piss me off. Um, I'm hoping in the future books we get to meet more of the Fae and learn a bit more about them because that would be interesting. But yeah, not bad. The other book, this is actually one that I need to haul as well, which is why it's down the bottom here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Thank you for not falling. This is called The Blue Between Sky and Water. This is by Susan. I don't want to say that just in case I get it wrong. I know I'm going to get it wrong, but yes. So this was something a little bit out of my normal reading. I got this as a review copy from the reading room, and it was so good. Like, this was amazing and horrific because it's based on true events. It circles around this one family in particular, the changes to the family, deaths in the family, births, just everything, and it was so good. Like, I cried like a baby several times in this. And there's just a touch of the paranormal in there. Um, and I just thought that it was such a good, well, not like, I don't want to say good insight, but it's an insight to some of the things that refugees have to go through, that they do go through. Um, yeah, so this was, yeah. All the characters have got their own strengths, and it does circulate around the female characters, the way they keep their families together, the way they support other families who are refugees as well, and it was so good, and I'm so glad that I requested this one and got it, because, I mean, this is not something that I would normally read, but I've been noticing that I've been going to these sorts of books quite often, actually. I'm starting to branch out more, which is good. So, yes, very, very, very much enjoyed. So, that got a 5 out of 5 stars. So that's also the first book of my haul. So, yeah. God, I hate those douchebags on the bikes. I really do. Okay, so now you're gonna balance there without... Alright. So, I've got 3 books that I'm currently reading. 2 are ebooks, in my fancy Spider-Man cover. So I'm 65% through, The Wise Man's Fear. I had to think for a second there, by Patrick Rothfuss, which is the second book of the King Killer Chronicles. Really enjoying it. I read like 200 odd pages just before I filmed this, so yeah, I'm reading that. I'm reading Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides. I'm only about 30 pages into that. The writing style is not quite what I expected it to be. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying it. And I'm also reading another one of my haul books. Don't get stuck. Bookmark, come out of there. Thank you. Book 3 in the Lions and the Lease series, The Gilded Crown. and I'm so happy that I finally have a copy of this. I've been waiting. This is a historical romance, and it's like medieval, and it is so freaking good. I love this series. I think I've reviewed the first two books. I know I definitely did one for the first one. But they even gave me a little bookmark instead of a little fleur de lis. And it's signed. They signed my copy. And yeah, they're so lovely. Like the two Catherine, it's Catherine T and Catherine A. They're so lovely. Like I've met them, and they gave me this copy. I was going to buy a signed copy from them, and they decided to give me one because I've done the reviews and stuff like that, and I've pimped out whenever they've had giveaways on Goodreads. I throw them up on Facebook and stuff. I'm like, everyone go put your name in for this because it's awesome. But yeah, I was so happy, and I wasn't expecting it, and I was more than happy to pay for a copy. I just wanted a signed copy so that it would match my other two books, because my other two copies are signed as well. But yeah, this is not disappointing either. Like, it just jumps straight in, and you straight away in jousting tournament in Scotland. Oh, I say Scotland. Yes, Scotland. But yes, I love this series. I really do. And it just, yeah, I love it. Oh, it's run a writing competition. There we go. Awesome. So yes, Lions and Lilies series. It only has one L in Lilies. Just go buy it, read it, do the things. So now we go to Hall. And I'm just wondering how I'm going to do this, because I have quite a few books here. So I was just saying not long ago that I was going to slow down on my book purchases because in October, Book Expo is on, which I will be attending, thanks to the ticket that I got from Selena Finnick. And also, I'll be going to Brisbane for a couple of days, which is really daunting. I've never been on a plane, I've never left the state, and this is all brand new territory for me, so I'm a little freaked. But we're going to Brisbane to see Devon Townsend, and we're going to spend like a day extra in Brisbane, so see what we do. We might. I found a couple of cross stitch stores in Brisbane, and I'm trying to look up what else there is to do in Brisbane, so I don't really know. So I'll be starting to put money aside for that. Yeah. So I said before I got all these books. So Booktopia is mostly the culprit here, because they had a sale on, so I got a few books from them, and then Book Depository had a sale on, so I got some books from them, and yeah, it's just lots of books. So The Sea Witch by Aidan Tukoskovi. This is, what's the name of the series? Shadows of the App series. This is book 6. I already have books 1, 2, and 3 on my shelves. I haven't started reading them yet, but they had book 4, 5, and 6 for like $3 each, so I grabbed them. This one I got from Book Depository, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Surprisingly, this was never one of my high school texts. Like, in Australia, we do, our English classes in high school are split into beginners, intermediate, and advanced. I was always in advanced English. And we did a whole bunch of Shakespeare. We did Aldous Huxley. We did Alice Walker's The Colour Purple. We never did To Kill a Mockingbird, and I know that this is something that's quite often a text, I think, in high schools in America. But yeah, I've never actually read it, so it was $7, so I bought it. These 3 are from Booktopia, so The God of Animals by Anne Kyle. And it's just about a girl who has to grow up too quickly. She's she's a kid and all this stuff happens and she's got to, adult up and become responsible for everything. So, yeah. Then we have Calling Mr. Lonely Hearts by Laura Benedict. And this is about a group of women who start to get the karmic feedback from something that they did when they were younger. I believe it had something to do with magic. I'm not 100% sure if it's something to do with magic or not, but yeah, it's something that they did when they were younger, and now it's coming back to bite them in the arse, basically. Then we have The Revelations, which is by Alex Preston, and this is about 4 kids in uni, and they're just not sure what they're going to do with their lives. They end up getting involved with a cult, and yeah, it's a religious movement, but it's a cult. We know it's a cult. Then we have book 4 and 5 of the Shadows of the Apt series. They're, the same size, okay. So that's Salute the Dark and The Scatter Path. And I really have to read them. I'm so happy because Book Depository had The Book Thief on sale. I don't actually have my own copy of this. I've read it, but this is the exact cover that I wanted, and they had it for like $9, so I jumped on that. I love this cover. I love this book, and this is a book that I will reread time and time again. Wait, does this one have illustrations? Did I just see the picture? I think I just saw a picture. It has the pictures. The copy I read didn't have them, so yeah. That is really cool. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, so that's the cover that I wanted for this, So I've held off on buying this because I couldn't find this cover in Australia. Now I've got it. So this is a review copy that I won from the reading room, The Sunlit Night by Rebecca Denniston, and it's a romance. I think this is the one, if I believe so, because it doesn't have a blurb on the back, and it doesn't have one inside the front cover. So, if I remember correctly, this is the one where there's a woman and a man, and they live on opposite sides of the world, and they both go through these relationship changes and life changes and stuff, and need to get away for a little while. So they both end up accidentally, they end up in the same place on like a holiday, like a break sort of thing, and they fall in love. And yeah, pretty sure that's what this one is. And then I have Crooked Pieces by Sarah Gray's book, and this is a book about the suffragettes in London. Yes, in London. So yeah, this is about the more in-your-face suffragettes, the ones who, did a lot of shit that got them, arrested and stuff like that. And then we have The Lace Reader by Brenonia Barry. I hope I said that right. This is a girl. This is in Salem, and some of her family have been going missing just over the years. And I believe she can, she tats, she makes lace, and she can see the future in it, I believe. I think that's what I remember from the description that was on Booktopia. Yes, Booktopia. Then I have, this one I got off Bookmich, Life of Pi by Jan Martel. My housemate watched the movie, and he liked the movie, and he's been encouraging me to watch the movie, but I know the book is always better, so I got the book. And then my last one is The Rosie Project by Graham Smith. Another one that I have been really wanting to read. It really seems interesting. So, I got that from Booktopia. No, Book Depository. Book Depository. Apart from that, I pre-ordered the Felicia Day book. I have another couple books that I would like to pre-order, so I might start looking at those. There's Randy Blythe's book Dark Days that's coming out, which is like almost $40, which is insane. Because the paperback doesn't come out for like another 250 days. I don't know why they can't just release both at the same time, because seriously, it's like 36 something for the hardback, and it's $17 for the paperback. Like, and that's book depository prices too. Um, so I want to get that. Rennie Blythe also has like a book of poetry that I would like to get. I'd like to get the Lost Ocean book from Johanna Basford. It's a colouring book. That's up for pre-order now, and Corey Taylor is writing a new book. So I want to try and get that pre-ordered as well. Yeah, that's pretty much my plans though. Is like I'm gonna slow down with the book shopping for a while, because I've got Book Expo coming up, and I want to be able to buy lots of books there. So I'm gonna start putting money aside. And yeah, I'm starting to come out of my reading slump, which is good, because it's been really sucky being in a reading slump. And I'm starting to come out of my stitching slump too, which is also good. I am planning on doing a proper cross-stitch updates video, because lately I've just been doing the vlog thing, and it's fine while I'm on holidays, which I'm still am on holidays, but once I start studying up again, it's just, I'm probably not going to do it as much, or just like compile a bunch of them at the end of the week and put that up or something, because I know it's just going to get crazy again, and yeah. Plus, I like to have a nap when I come home from TAFE, because I don't sleep in the mornings before, like, I don't sleep at night, or in the morning before I go to TAFE, so some sleep is good. Some sleep is good. But that will do me for now, and I'll see you later.